you know, General Malik, when we're talking about the fact that there is this situation now where the Taliban doesn't face any resistance, this bizarre kind of collapse of the Afghan army, what do you make of it as a soldier and a general? Billions of dollars pumped in by America, on paper at least, a strength at least 3 times more than the Taliban, and yet they just melted away.
You know, I have to say that it is not easy to build and maintain effective and strong armed forces, particularly in multi-ethnic societies. And it is not difficult to destroy them if you do not choose the right leaders and you do not follow the HR policies. Now, this is exactly what has happened. Firstly, the collapse of the political authority and the way Ashraf Ghani and his colleagues ran away from the scene, that just goes to show what kind of political leadership was there. And that was followed by the leadership in the armed forces, both the Army and the Air Force. And the selection of people at the top in the Army and the Air Force has been more on account of ethnic association and nepotism, corruption, all those things. And apparently there was a major divide between them and the foot soldiers.
Right.
I'm told that the foot soldiers were not even getting pay for many months, or they were getting half pay for many months. So with this kind of leadership that you had, and the kind of policies that were being followed within the armed forces, apart from the political side, you can expect nothing but collapse. And this is exactly what happened.
Right.
They all ran away, and the soldiers were left probably selling their arms and as well as selling their loyalty to the Taliban. And that I won't be surprised at all.
Right. In fact, there's a whole lot of theorizing on how many of these deals could have been struck much earlier, from the time when the Americans announced their withdrawal, and then there were already deals being struck between the Taliban and various warlords and commanders and militia. But Ajay,
I must tell you that
yes,
even earlier days in the late 90s,
yes, General,
a lot of warlords, this is how they just gave up and gave in to the Taliban at that time, except of course Masood, the Tajik leader. But others, we saw even General Dostum and so many else. They were only exchanging gifts with each other and giving away their loyalty at that time also.